kiddos, it's Grandpa Ken, and we got a great story for you today. Another fun one. I hope that you think they're all fun. I do. This one is Kermit Save the Swamp. See? Look at Kermit Save the Swamp. What do you think Kermit can do to save a swamp? What does a frog know about a swamp? Oh, that's where frogs live, isn't it? It was a bright summer morning, and Kermit was getting ready for a trip. "Hey, Kermit, where you headed?" said Fozzi Bear, who was passing by and just by hapsap. "I'm going to visit some old friends back in the swamp," Kermit explained. "I haven't been there in a long time, and I really miss the place." "You do?" says Fozzi. "Gee, Kermit, what's so great about a swamp?" "Why don't you come along and see?" asked Kermit. "Me? Come along with you? You? Really? Great!" cried Fozzi, and he ran home to pack a bag. See, there's Fozzi and Kermit. They're getting ready to take off on a road trip. Soon they were driving through the countryside, heading for Kermit's swamp. "What's it like in a swamp?" asked Fozzi. "I've always been too bogged down." Ha ha, that's a joke because there's bogs in. Bogged down to visit one. Get it? Bogged down. R. "It's wonderful," said Kermit. "The trees are tall and shady, and the moss is cool and green, and there are beautiful water lilies everywhere." "Wow," said Fozzi. "And I thought a swamp was just full of icky old mud." "Mud? That's the best part," said Kermit with a happy sigh, and we're almost there. "Hey, what's that thing?" asked Fozzi as they turned into the dirt road. It's in front of them stood a very large billboard. "Swamp World," Kermit read out loud. "I wonder what that's all about." Kermit and Fozzi headed on down the road towards the swamp. "Look, it's the beaver pond," said Kermit, "and there's old Fergus." He pointed to a beaver sitting on a big log by the side of the pond. "Hi, Kermit," said Fergus. "Back for a visit, are you?" "That's right," Kermit replied. "I'm showing my friend here, Fozzi, the swamp." See, look at the big sign, Swamp World. What do you think that means, kiddos? Huh? What do you think that means? Ferguson nodded. "You're just in time," he said. "Pretty soon there won't be a swamp left." "There won't be a what?" Kermit cried. What do you mean?" "Well," said Fergus, "a few weeks ago, this fellow, he came around and said he wanted to build an amusement park and a big shopping mall, and it sounded like fun." "Swamp World," said Fozzi. "That's right," Fergus replied. "So we get together and decided it might be a good idea. We're signing the deal next week." Look at. You think Kermit looks a little concerned? I think so, but no swamp. "You think it's a good idea?" asked Kermit. "Why not?" said Fergie. "Well, we'll all get free rides in the amusement park. I hear they're building a great water slide." Water slides are fun. "But what about your dam?" Kermit said. "But we won't need a dam," answered. "They're draining all the water," Ferguson said. Just then, a musical voice called out, "Kermit, welcome home." "It's Lulu, the mockingbird," said Kermit. "Lulu, what's all this about draining the swamp?" "Yeah, isn't it exciting?" Lulu answered. "But I don't understand," said Kermit. "Why do you want to give up this beautiful place?" Imagine going down a water slide and Oh, Kermit, Lulu said. "Don't be so old-fashioned. Just think of it. No more hunting for worms and berries. I'll be able to just fly over to the shopping mall and pick up a box of birdseed." "A box of birdseed," said Kermit. "But I used to love hearing you sing when you gathered your food each day." Oh, I won't have to sing anymore either, said Lulu. No more singing. As she flew away, there'll be music at the mall. Music at the mall? Kermit moaned. Fozzie, this is terrible. We've got to find my cousin Nemo. I bet he doesn't want the swamp to be drained. I don't know. Sounds like everybody got buffaloed. Nemo was sitting under a tree, holding a brand new pair of roller skates. Hiya, Kermit, Nemo called out. And when he saw them coming, boy, am I glad to see you. I got a problem. I know that's how you'd feel. I knew it, said Kermit. I need someone to teach me how to roller skate, Nemo explained. I want to be ready for when they put in the new sidewalks. Sidewalks, shouted Kermit. Who needs sidewalks in a swamp? Golly, Kermit, said Nemo, you can't roller skate on mud. Look at that. He is right about that, kiddos. You can't roller skate on mud. Kermit shook his head sadly. I guess nobody cares about this place but me, he said to Fozzie. It's too bad, but at least you got here in time to say goodbye, Fozzie said, trying to cheer Kermit up. Suddenly, Kermit's face brightened. Dee! Fozzie, that gives me an idea, he said. That night, Kermit invited his friends to a big party under the tree by Fergus's pond. Almost everyone in the swamp was there. Fergus, Lulu, Nemo, Alice, the alligator, and Tennyson the turtle, and Garnet the raccoon, and her children. Gee, thanks for throwing this great party, Kermit, said Nemo as he munched on popcorn. Oh, look, they're all sitting around a fire. I like a big fire out when I'm camping and stuff. Glad you like it, Kermit said, because this isn't any old party. This is a goodbye party. Who's leaving? Lulu asked. Why, lots of things, said Kermit. Like this old tree. All of these trees will have to be cut down to make room for them all. But where will we build our nest? Asked Lulu, her voice suddenly growing hoarse. And this pond, Kermit added, we better say goodbye to it. Now that I think about it, I would miss the place, Fergus said, his eyes misting over. Where would I go? Where would I live? Alice the alligator asked. I swim here. Not only do I swim here, Tennyson the turtle chimed in, I love to chew in the swamp grass. Well, now they're all starting to realize, aren't they, kiddos? If the swamp isn't there, they wouldn't have a place to live or eat. And that's what happens to swamps when they build over them and stuff. Well, better say goodbye to the grass, said Kermit. It'll be paved over in the water lilies, too, and the mud. I just remember how much I like to play in the mud, said Nemo. Gee, we get a lot more from the swamp than I realized, said Lulu. Not just us, Nemo said. The flowers, the bugs, everyone needs it. Even I'm starting to like it, Fozzie said sadly. Yeah, see, they're starting to think about what would happen if you lose it, and that's what we have to do for our climate. Well, there's just one thing to do, Fergus said in his loud, growly voice. Tell them we don't want Swamp World here after all. He's right, Lulu sang out. What do you say, everyone? Keep the swamp! Keep the swamp! Keep the swamp! Yay! Cried Kermit. Kermit, you did it, said Fozzie as everyone cheered. You saved the swamp. But I still feel bad about one thing, Kermit asked. I really like amusement parks, Fozzie replied. Well, Fozzie, Kermit answered, look at it this way. There are lots of amusement parks. And there are, kiddos. There's a lot of amusement parks. But a good swamp is hard to find. We've got to protect our environment, and the swamp is part of that environment, and the animals live there, and it's up to us to protect them. So be alert, think about it, do what you can for your environment, and most of all, be happy and be safe, and know that Grandpa loves you And Grandpa Ken likes you to come back every time. So have a great day, kiddos.